Okay, break it down for me. What's the most deserving nomination? The biggest snub?
Okay, Jeff, non-Clubhouse Games fan Keeley, you want to know what the most deserving nomination is? I'll prove that Clubhouse Games-51 Worldwide Classics deserve to be in every category in this year's Game Awards. I think Clubhouse Games is an extremely creative idea, including 51 games to play with your friends and family either locally or over the internet is great. It's truly an idea that would only brew in the minds of Nintendo developers. As for the technical aspect, programming 51 whole games to play is truly a technical achievement. When you start Clubhouse Games for the first time, you get this opening dialogue that really puts the player into perspective on the game. Ah, planet Earth. It's the world we call home. Life's always been about two things: surviving and having fun. Games have existed forever. Every culture worldwide has its classics. This opening narrative tells you everything you need to know, and it invites the player to want to learn more about all different kinds of games. Clubhouse Games is one of the best looking games on the Nintendo Switch. We put their all into making most of these games look as realistic as possible. The textures of the tables, they're just so gorgeous! Of course, we can't forget the details of the games themselves. I like how the little scratches on the hex pieces implies that they've been used a lot. Overall, they really outdid themselves when it comes to the graphical capabilities of the Switch with this game. If we want to talk about direction in specific, I do enjoy the minimalist design of the menu, showing how all 52 games are laid out for the player to choose from. The soundtrack to this game is so good. I wish more people would listen to it. I'll have only music from the game playing in the background of this video, but please take a listen to this track in particular. It's just an absolutely incredible song. The sound effects in Clubhouse Games are so immersive that Nintendo themselves have acknowledged them on Twitter. Take a listen. I absolutely love the sounds of the Renegade pieces in particular. Believe it or not, Clubhouse Games does have voice acting. Among the few, some significant roles I picked from are Scott White, who would shortly after play the role of Crash Bandicoot in It's About Time, and Alejandra Yvette as Lulu from WarioWare Gold, which I only knew because the voice sounds the exact same.
Falling circle counter!
Anyways, amazing performance, guys. Really makes me feel like I'm stuck with the family having to play board games. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, Clubhouse Games, in a sense, really has this theming of togetherness. It's a game that allows you to relax and just hang out with your friends over some games. While maybe the actual game itself doesn't expel these themes over concepts like storytelling, I remember Clubhouse Games as a go-to game for voice calls and similar events that allow us to do something together while we're talking. Anyways, enough emotion and stretching the explanation of this category. Clubhouse Games hasn't gotten any updates. However, if I may bring the Nintendo DS Clubhouse Games to the table, you could consider this game the next entry of an ongoing series with more content than the last. Why is Fortnite here? It came out in 2017. Best Indie? More like Best Indie Cube, am I right? Yes! I love that one! Oh no, wait, no, go back! Well, when you think about it, this game is kinda like a debut of the new Indie Cube. This game is a lot more of a success than their Mario Party games, and I'm really happy about that. I can see this being a new chapter in Indie Cube. Clubhouse Games has great community support. Just look at the Clubhouse Games fan Discord. There's still so many fans of the game. I mean, sure, Nintendo hasn't said much about the game ever since it came out, implying that they don't think the game did all too well, but look, we have a voice channel dedicated to Shogi. Clubhouse Games has tons of features that allow players to learn and easily play these games. We We have piece guides for games like Renegade and chess, cheat sheets for Hanafuda and Texas Hold'em, and even full-on tutorials for chess, shogi, and Riichi Mahjong. It was clear they wanted to add more complicated games in this collection, so they wanted to make sure that the consumer would fully enjoy every game. And even past that, a lot of these games are fairly simple anyways, allowing them to be enjoyed by a larger audience. There are many action-based games in here to choose from, like Battle Tanks and Shooting Gallery. They're even based on fan-favorite games in Wii Play, so of course they should be recognized for doing that. Isn't this the same thing? I see puzzle solving in the description, so 6-ball puzzle? Role-playing game is such a bad title for the genre. Literally every game is a role-playing game. Super Mario Bros., you play the role of Mario. The Legend of Zelda, you play the role of Link. Clubhouse Games is no different. You play the role of a board game player, I guess? Or you could be the game piece? So, yeah, this is the best role-playing game.
Toy boxing.
Yeah. Okay, dropping the jokes, I actually do think this deserved to be in this category. This was an overlooked family game that could have easily been a hit among people who wanted to play board games. It at least deserved this spot more than Paper Mario the Origami King, which is still a good game, but I just don't think it's a family game worthy title. If we look at strategy, we have a ton of games included that fit that bill. I can't list them all, of course, but the big boy is chess. There are so many sports games to choose from: soccer, baseball, tennis, nine men's Morris, curling, billiards, and even more. Now for racing, say hello to slot cars. All I'm saying is that Clubhouse Games is a more appealing game title than Dirt. So there you have it, how Clubhouse Games fits into each of these categories. I think I did a really good job at explaining all of it, but let me know what you think. Don't think Clubhouse Games fits in any of these categories? Tell me why in the comments. And with the Game Awards slowly approaching, I guess all we can hope for is Clubhouse Games to earn that surprise victory. Okay, but AK Family Home should be there. He did a video on styluses.